I can't tell you how many times I bought a business that wasn't for sale. I think there are a couple of reasons why a person really can't buy a business, even though they have knowledge, even though they have skills and core competencies. And the reason, again, is really key to a couple of areas. First of all, timing is a big part of it. You've got to find the right business, and that business might not be for sale right now. It could exist, but no one's selling. I can't tell you how many times I bought a business that wasn't for sale. But most people, when they find a business that they like and it's not for sale, they stop. I don't stop because I've found that there are techniques and methods for taking somebody who's not a seller and convincing them that this is a great time for them to either sell or take in a partner who they will sell to a few years down the road, but who'll be their partner now. Okay. So first of all, it's finding the right business. And when you find it, being able to convince the seller that they want to sell to you. A large part of putting deals together is giving people what they want. And so one of the things that sets us apart from other people in the merger and acquisition field is the very first thing we look for is what does the seller want? What's the most important thing to them? And then how do we structure the deal so that they get so much of what they want, they can't say no, that it's solving all their problems by the act of sharing equity with me or selling to me. Once I've done that, I not only have a business that I'm acquiring, but I've got a very dynamic partner or a very dynamic teacher or trainer with respect to that business because nobody knows it like the seller. And if you're keeping them with the business, you're keeping a great asset of the business that will help make it very successful in the future. And this is a very important part of the process. Okay, so backing up to your question, it's about what stops people. They can't find the right business. Or if they find the right business, they don't know how to motivate the seller to sell to them. So that's one. The second thing is being able to evaluate the business. A lot of times people will look at financial statements and the financial statements tell them certain things about the business, but that isn't the only key to buying the business. The other part of the key to buying the business, what's its market position? What industry is it in? What is the growth factors of that industry? So there are a whole bunch of factors that matter because if you're going to buy that business, you're going to have to finance it. In order to finance it, you've got to convince a lender that they're going to be backing a winner. So if you don't understand the business, you don't know how to present it to the lender, you're not going to get your financing to buy the business. And lo and behold, you can't buy a business unless you can finance it. So that's the second biggest reason that people aren't able to acquire a business. So those are the two major reasons. And then the third reason that people can't get the business is that they can put a whole loan package together. They understand the financing. They understand how to present it to the lender. They understand everything. They found the right business. All right. Now what stops it? What stops them is their inability to run the business that they're trying to buy. People don't understand. And a business is not like a piece of real estate. Okay. Real estate is physical. It sits there and you can own a home and rent it. And you don't have to be a genius. To make a business successful, you got to know the field. You got to be adept what it takes to run the business in that field. You got to be up on the technology that's moving that field. There's just a whole host of things that you got to know and be able to do. And again, it's a function of how you go about managing that business. If you're managing the business because you're going to manage it, you may be making a big mistake because maybe you're not the right person to manage it. Maybe you need to partner with somebody who has the operation skills that you need, who has the technology know-how that can support the business, who has the sales and marketing experience that can drive the business's growth. The business is an opportunity to bring in other people to support you. But if you've never managed a team, if you've never built an organization, then you're going to have a real heavy headwind in your way. And guess what? The lender may love everything about your deal. They might like the way it's structured. They might like the business it's in. They might like the owner and the way he's run the business in the past. But if they don't have faith that you can run the business profitably, they won't invest in you. They won't make you a loan. So part of how you have to package your business in order to get it acquired is to be able to show that there's a strong management team that's actually going to run this business and how that management team has every aspect of the necessities of that business covered. And so what we do when we do an acquisition, we put together an incredible management team for that business so that when we go to the lender, there's no question in their mind. These guys are for real. They know how to run this business and we want to back